So what's up everybody, it's me, Rob Stewart. This is a video that's related to a question I got from a couple videos back about 80-10-10 being a really great way to cleanse. So the question is how long to use 80-10-10 as a cleanse and how often per year to do cleanse. To do cleanses. Well, I will tell you. Basically, first I'll give you what I do, and I think what I do is pretty thorough as far as cleansing. Every week or every 2 weeks I water fast for 24 hours, and along with that water fast I do coffee enema, organic coffee enema. That's my kind of weekly, every 2 week cleanse. 4 times a year I do much bigger, more in-depth cleanses, which would either involve 4 or 5 days of water fasting, a week of juice cleansing or juice fasting, a week of only eating fruit and green juice. Sometimes I even go longer. Sometimes I'll go like 20 days only doing fruit and green juice, which is basically your 80-10-10. And like I said, I do that at least 4 times a year, while intermittently every week or at the most every 2 weeks I'll do the water fasting. I cleanse that much because I never did cleanse until I hit about 30 years old. Even while I was like actually about 28 years old, even though I was eating clean food, my body still had a toxic buildup from the past. So I wasn't incorporating as much detoxifying and cleansing as I do now. I feel like I have a lot more to go, and I think even if you're eating really healthy foods, they still can build up, the byproducts can build up, and to me it feels good to cleanse. It feels good to get totally cleaned out, to totally reboot the digestive system. It just feels good, it feels right. So how many times should you, or how many times can a person per year do an 80-10-10 style diet for the purpose of cleansing? If you're going to do the 80-10-10 style, I think that you should do it for at least 2 weeks, and you should do it 4 to 5 times a year. Or what you can do is each week pick 2 days, 2 full days, and do an 80-10-10 style diet. So, well, what is an 80-10-10 style diet for those of you who don't know? It's 80% carbohydrates, 10% fat, 10% protein, mostly majority eating fruit in the form of monomills. And what are monomills? I'll give you an example. So for breakfast yesterday, what did I eat? I had 7 bananas, and along with that I had a little bit of fresh squeezed apple juice mixed together, blended up. That's not exactly a monomill, but it's very close. It's 2 sweet fruits together. Another description of a monomill would be like to just get a big watermelon and have that as a meal, or 10 apples and just eat that as a meal. So with 80-10-10, the way Dr. Doug Graham basically prescribes it in his book is to eat monomills of fruit as much as you want whenever you're hungry, and then 1 time per day eat a really big green salad, keeping the fat very low. So that means that a half of a big avocado would be about 10% of your daily caloric intake from fat, or a handful of nuts. So don't get fooled when you're putting salad dressing on your salad if you do that. And that's what makes it hard for me when I do 80-10-10 for cleansing, is if I'm going to have that big of a salad, I want a salad dressing. So instead of a salad, what I do is a green smoothie or a green juice. An example of a green juice would be like kale, cucumber, cilantro, lemon, ginger, and drinking about 32 to 40 ounces of that in one sitting. A recap. Eating fruit all day, and then 1 time after your meal is totally digested when you're hungry, drinking a huge green juice. So keeping that up for a week or 2 weeks would be optimum, and you will feel good, you'll feel high energy, but you'll lose weight and you'll cleanse and you'll detoxify. So like I said, you can do that longer version for 2 weeks, 4 times a year. And I think that if you're going to be doing that, you should at least for 4 or 5 days, or maybe even a week, do organic coffee enemas along with it, and take Trofala at night. If you want to learn more about organic coffee enemas and Trofala, check out my video, Secrets of Cleansing. It will give you a rundown on both of those things. Or you can use a method that's a lot more simple. Pick 2 days a week, and they can be back-to-back days, or they can just be, you know, like a Monday and a Friday type of deal, and eat 80-10-10 style, all fruit in a green juice or all fruit in a low-fat dressing salad, and that's all you're going to eat all day. And on those days, do coffee enemas as well. So twice a week, do the 80-10-10 with your coffee enemas, and you can do that every week, or you can do that every other week, or you can really play with it. There's no wrong way to do it. You could, you know, once a week do 1 day and keep that up every week, you know, and then every once in a while, maybe once a month, water fast for 1 day, and then do a juice cleanse for 1 day. And I think that even if you weren't to do the longer blocks of 2 weeks of cleansing, I think that would be a pretty good program. So I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question on how to use 80-10-10 as a cleansing mechanism rather than a long-term diet. Not dissing 80-10-10 or Dr. Graham, but I don't know anyone who's been able to sustain on an 80-10-10 for a really long time. And so yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below.